G'day there Speedway fans and welcome to Machine Man Cave Talk. And on this edition, we go back to the era of the 1960s at the Sydney Showground Speedway, and we look at Mr. Bryan Cunneen's career driving the beautiful little number 55 Linklater Holden speed car. So hopefully we can imagine and go back down a time tunnel and go back to the Speedway in 1966, where we remember the smell, the lights, the colour, the excitement, and of course the drivers and the riders of the cars and bikes. We also get to talk to Shane, who owns the little replica tribute number 55 that was built by his late father Paul over many years. The car's just a pleasure to look at, and we thank Shane for letting us do a walk around with the video camera. And also I want to say a great thanks to our mate Alan, who was around the Linklater car during the 60s. He was a young teenager at the time, but we'll let him talk and tell the whole story of how he got involved with Max Linklater. So strap in, hang on for the ride, and we hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video around, and we hope to see you on the next one. Here we are in Shane's shed looking at this beautiful replica Linklater Holden number 55 his late father Paul built over many years. Firstly, just want to thank Shane for letting us invade his man shed to have an up-close personal viewing of this beautiful car. To some of the fans, this car represents a moment in time, and we'll never see those times again. The car is a fine tribute to Max Linklater, who done a magnificent job in building it, and it's the third car out of his stable. The car, as you see, it has an angry little grey motor breathed through some SU carbs, the usual dog box Lehane rear, period correct tyres and wheels. Everybody remembers the horrible fire, which Bryan survived, thankfully, and the match race with Sherman Cleveland and his Offenhauser up against the mighty little Holden Grey motor. I can imagine all the fans were going mad in the stands. I was there, but unfortunately I was a bit too young to remember. But I sure know the legend of the car. The car looks resplendent and it's a fine tribute. I like tributes to replicas, the traditionals don't. But anyway, that's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Man Cave Talk, and now we've got something a little bit different. We've got a well, not so old Speedway fan back from the 1960s, and he's just going to tell a few little stories from the times at the Showground and his little bit of knowledge with the Linklater speed car, which is featured on this video. So, Alan, thanks a lot for joining us today.
No problem.
I'm pretty stoked that you took the time out and helped me get all this thing together. It's been a bit of a learning curve for both of us, but anyway, we'll get through it. So I normally just start, Alan, by saying, well, you know, how did you get into Speedway, and what's the Alan Steele story? Any influences?
Yeah, well, I must have been about 13, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have been about 13. And my sister and her boyfriend used to go to the Speedway because the boyfriend's cousin rode solos, and I used to think, oh, I'd love to go with one day, and they actually invited me. We watched the bikes, and they said, "Come on, now we got to go." And I said, "What do you mean got to go?" So they were only come for the bikes, and at that instant, this little midget was pushed out onto the track.
Wow!
I never knew such a thing existed, and it was beautiful. And I just said, hang on, what's this? And they said, come on, we got to go. And they dragged me off.
Oh, no.
Went, crikey, Christmas. Anyhow, it was about 2 years later, a schoolmate, Warren, invited me to go to Speedway with him. So off we went to the Showground, sitting up in the member stand, just loving it. Then must have been a Saturday school holiday or something. We went up to Linklater's because it was only a short distance from where I lived. I lived in the next strip.
Yeah.
And we're standing there looking at the midget, and Max says, well, one of you guys like a job here? And I'd done some petrol pumping work at another place. And I said, yeah, I'll jump at that. So I was working Saturday and school holidays up there. And I've been there for a while, and it was the weekend that Tattersall and Cleveland were in town.
Yeah.
And Max said to me, so would you like to stay back and polish the midget? Well,
wow.
Yeah. So there I was, polished. I've never polished a car before in my life, but I put my heart and soul in it, and it looked amazing. And then Max comes out and says, oh, look, come in and meet Bryan. So we go in there, and he gets a oil drum and sits me on the oil drum opposite Bryan, introduces me. Wow. They're talking about the night's racing, and they're adjusting the padding in the sprint car, in the midget.
Yeah.
This is all like yesterday in my head.
Yes.
And then off we go to the Showground that night, and when we watch the match race, you know, all screaming our lungs out for Bryan.
Yeah, as I did.
And then there was that crash, and it was almost right below us when it burst into flames, and I thought I was watching him die.
Yeah.
And it was really shook me up. I thought I've only met this guy today, and I'm watching him die, but miraculously, Reg pulled him out with only cracked ribs or something or other. Like, incredible.
Well, you and I must have been
one thing I never saw anybody killed or seriously.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah,
I was there too. I was there myself, and we probably will know.
Yeah, and then I sort of got away from Speedway for a while because I thought, it'll always be there.
Yeah.
but a couple of years later, it was completely different.
Bit again. The bug bit again.
So I never really got.
So you and I must have been sitting together, I reckon, because I was only young, but I remember it happening right in front of us. I've told a few people that story, whether they believe it or not. But we're breaking up.
Yeah.
Are we back on again? Don't we love technology? Yep. Are we back again? I could see. Yeah, we're back. Yep. Yeah. Technology. Yeah, so you and I must have been sitting together, I reckon, because I was only young, but it happened right there. And I can still see it today myself.
Yeah, yeah. I've been in the members stand at the bullpen. We're at the bullpens and we're virtually straight down on it.
That's right, yeah. Because I remember those big high steps at the back, and I was only 5 years old.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, you know. Yeah. But so that's all your first memories of Speedway, and when you're back in the 60s. Yeah. So would Bryan Cunneen be one of your favourites, along with Johnny Stewart and who else?
Probably most of them.
Yeah.
There'd be Stewart, of course.
Yeah.
The Cunneen brothers.
Yeah.
Bob Tattersall, Brian Mannion, Lou Marshall, Sid Nicholas, Kevin Park, Dan Brock, etc., etc.
Exactly.
They were all favorites, you know.
The list goes on.
Yeah, but I suppose those ones were the standout ones. They were the characters of the day.
Oh yeah, like that's what made the Showground what it was. You know, it's the characters and the atmosphere. I remember the atmosphere
of the show.
That's right. But I remember that atmosphere and the lights going out. I can remember all that. Yeah. So, and like as I said, I was 5 years old in '66, so I was only a young fella back then. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The atmosphere.
Sitting up in that member stand, it was like a Disneyland with all the lights.
Yeah.
The lights and the music and all that stuff. And it was unbelievable. Yeah.
Talking about the music,
fantastic show.
The music, some songs today still, when I hear it, reminds me of the Showground. And I remember hearing Help from the Beatles when there was a break in the meeting. There's a few other songs that might take me straight back. Same as Liverpool, when I used to go to Liverpool. The songs take me back to, from the time back to that.
I think it used to be a radio station.
What was that, Alan? You broke up.
It was basic technology.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, don't need all this technical stuff, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, like we spoke about Brian's crash and all that. Like, not that we want to dwell on the crash, but lucky he lived to see another day and continue his career. And for some reason, that car always stands out in my mind. That's why I tried the video, the tribute replica car of Shane's, which is on the same video. So, moving forward, decades later, you've actually built a slot car of the Linklater car. You've done a very good job on it.
Yep.
It's come out beautiful. We will be putting some video on to accompany this interview, and also your little track burner car that you built. We'll have to get some photos. We'll put them on the video here. So you've done a really good job on that. That was just blew my mind the first time I saw that. You've done
that was a bucket list job. I built a little one when I was about 15.
Yeah.
And Well, I went to Europe for a year, and my mother threw everything away that I had.
Oh no, yeah.
So I vowed to myself that I'd build another one day. It only took 60 years to wait. I got there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long would the truck burner have taken to build? Roughly.
It took me a year because I was working at the time.
Oh yeah, in between.
Got the plans and about 9 months to build it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of trial and error, a lot of mistakes, but got there eventually. There are some errors in it.
Never going to get it perfect.
I didn't have enough knowledge, and some things just there was guesswork, and some of the guesswork
excuse me
had to be true. When I looking at Roger Jenkins helped me, and he sent me photos of the chassis and modifications I'd made to the chassis just so it wouldn't fall apart. We're actually on the real chassis. I went, oh, well, there you go.
Really?
Like that, which held it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you. No, well, as I said, we'll get some photos and we'll put them on the video. So, you got anything else on the horizon for slot car land or to build or?
Oh yeah, building another midget at the moment. It's the Barry Butterworth.
Oh yeah, which one?
Number 91.
Oh yeah, Johnny Pierce car, wasn't it?
It's called the
Chevy 2.
Golden View Restaurant.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's now number 7. Yeah, same car, but I'm doing it as the orange car.
Yeah.
Just so that it's different colour, because there's so many black cars that race.
Yes.
You tend to forget which car's yours when you're racing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it sounds good. You should go into business building cars. I bet you do a lot of business.
I built a few, and I didn't enjoy it. It was nerve-wracking. I had it as good as I could, because it was for Brad Cunneen. He wanted his uncle and his dad's cars.
Yeah.
I just had to get them right, and so many parts went in the bin and were be remade. But I don't want to do this again. Yeah.
No, you sound pretty pedantic with your end results. You want them looking good, And being models, you can't get them.
Yeah, well, they have to be right.
But you do.
No, there are compromises with the slot car, but like with the number 17/number 1 car, that was a unique body, so I had to carve a body, and make molds, and it took about 7 weeks to do it. Make all the little radius arms and crash bars and roll bars, and
No, you do top quality work. I love them. I love the little Linklater car. Just looks like the real deal. You've done really well with that one. And the track burner. Yeah. Just get back to the track burner for a minute. How big was how long is the track burner in real size?
I can go and grab it. Won't be a sec, if that's all right.
I don't think you're on video, but we'll get photos up. Because you're not actually on the video. Alan was a little bit shy.
You wouldn't know if you were looking at it or not, would you? Yeah.
No, that's all right.
Yeah,
we can get photos. I'll put photos up on the video. So that's all right. It's fine. I'll just have a look through my questions here. I'll be very non-professional. I think we've just about covered everything anyway. So, well, we can always edit this part out. So
here we go. It's about 250 mil from in.
Okay, so it's about 8 inches.
Crash bar. It's 1/12 scale.
Yeah, so it's about 8 inches roughly.
Inches.
Yeah, sorry, we'll work it out. That's okay. It's pretty big anyway.
Yeah. It's about 10.5 inches long.
Oh, 10, okay, yeah. So it's a bit longer than I thought. Yeah.
I did it to 12 scale so that with the 12-inch front wheels, I could scale that from pictures.
Yeah.
So I made my measurements in wheel.
Yes.
And that's how I worked out the wheelbase. It had a long wheelbase. It had about a 76-inch wheel-base, where most of them had a 70-inch.
Okay.
People have told me I'm wrong, but I did photo after photo of just wheel, 12 inches, 12 inches, 12 inches. No, they all ended up about 76 inches.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I think they changed it because it was originally a V860, and they the Holden in
it's
it.
the same as the Burko. Apparently, the Burko. Well, you can see it when you know.
Yeah, that's right.
The Burko has been extended, number 2. Like originally, it's been the chassis has been extended, probably for the Holden engine, you know. But because when I do stickers for the slot cars and that, I get a photo of the actual model, side view.
Yeah.
Right. And with my computer graphics, I say it's, I don't know, what is it? Say it's 200 millimeter long. I can blow it up on the graphics with the rulers to 200 millimeters long, and then the height, and then you just work out, like it's the actual photo of the actual model, and then you just work out all the sizing from there.
Yeah.
And they turn out, you know. But that's good.
Yeah.
I
do a similar thing. For the shapes of the cars, I trace the body.
Yeah.
And I had one photo, beautiful profile photo of the car, and I traced it. Then I found another profile picture of the car, and I dropped that tracing over it, and it fitted perfectly. And I went, it's got to be right.
Exactly. No, the track burner, your track burner model doesn't look out of. It looks proportioned, you know. So you've done it right.
Yeah, I think I got the proportions pretty right.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, I've got a pretty good way to do because I draw pictures, so it just looks. I can't fault it. So, yeah. Righto, Alan. I think we might wind it up there, and probably held you up for too long, and plus the time that we spent trying to set all this up, and we'll just see how this one turns out. And but thanks a lot for coming along and helping me and joining in on the interview and talking all the backstories about your Speedway and the Linklater car and your slot cars. Cut out again, have we?
Yeah.
It's going up and down. I don't know what's going on, but but thanks a lot for enjoying it, for joining us here at Machine Man Cave Talk, and I really appreciate the time. I was going to say this morning, but it's a bit later than this morning. Could be this morning to where somewhere in the world. In the world, that's what I was trying to say. Is there anything else you want to say, Alan? Anything else you want to say? Yeah, that's good.
Finally meet up with you, even if it's only on the computer screen.
That's technology for you these days, you know. That's the way. It's a new world out there with all this technology when it works right, when it doesn't cut in and out the internet. But anyway, like I said, I'll let you go, Alan. Thanks for your time and thanks for joining us here on Machine Man Cave Talk. And it's been a great chat. And I hope you enjoy the old video when it's finally on YouTube. Okay, Alan. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
All right, mate.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Marshall in another Offenhauser, car number 76 from position 1. We'll have another circuit of the track before they assume their correct position, so that we have Lou Marshall, number 1 position, car 76 on the inside front, Bryan Cunneen, car 55 on the outside, and Sherman Cleveland of the USA. Now it appears that there may have been a change in the positions here. Unless Sherman Cleveland putting on... No, it's Cleveland and Cunneen in 1 and 2 and Marshall in 3. The lights have changed to green and they're coming past our commentary position with Bryan Cunneen taking the lead over Sherman Cleveland of USA, with Lou Marshall in a very thick Offenhauser tailing the field away. The interest centres on these two on your screen at the moment, with Cunneen still going very strongly in front in car 55. And if Cleveland were any closer, Cunneen might as well get out of the car and let's see what Sherman's driving. Cunneen still holding out Cleveland, the two of them locked together as they come around the top corner. Cleveland's underneath. As they come onto the back straightaway, they're running wheel to wheel, and there's Cleveland going through on the inside down the back straightaway.
The two of them are touched wheels, and there's Cunneen's gone up against the safety fence. Cleveland's underneath the two of them, straighten out. Cunneen still in front from Cleveland. They've taken the yellow with one to go. It's still Cunneen in front of Cleveland. The two of them, not much between them as they come onto the back straightaway now for the final time. Cleveland trying the inside once again. Cunneen still there as they go down the back straightaway. And look at Cleveland, he's under him again as they go down under the bottom corner. Cunneen sticking to his guns, he won't let him through, and there's Cleveland underneath him, spinning him too at the line. And that is undoubtedly the best match race I have ever seen here at the Sydney Showground.
This was spectacular racing at its best, Mike. I've never seen a finish like that to speed car in my life. Sherman Cleveland did everything but throw wrenches and spanners at Cunneen, and the crowd here are going berserk. Cunneen, the winner, going into the track, and there's Cleveland charging the pit gates like a maddened bull. And believe me, this crowd must be in excess of 35,000 here.